what a way to wind up the day than to have the Estonian Ambassador to speak to us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Daniel Schaer.
Daniel Schaer. So my name is Duncan from Fintech Association of Kenya. Earlier on when you were giving a speech, you mentioned about Estonia, and it got me thinking. It's ice, it's cold, but you guys have done amazing things, when
Yes.
you compare in terms of how much you've digitized, services and everything else. How was that possible?
When we restored our independence in 1991, we were a very poor country, not only in terms of money, but also in terms of resources and people. So we had to deliver services to our citizens. And so the government, together with the president, decided that it was time to make things more efficient and more easier to deliver. And that direction was digital.
Just a little bit, maybe if you could paint a picture of Estonia.
Yes.
Because I know a couple of people, including myself, I know Estonia is somewhere in Northern Europe and all
Yes.
that. Maybe could you tell us a little bit more about, maybe the population,
Yes,
the
of course.
size and yes.
Yeah, so we're in the north. Our neighbors to the south are Latvia, to the north is Finland. We're a member of the European Union. We have the euro, so in terms of those who operate already in Europe, the euro's already been in use. Our population is 1.3 million around there, so we're not a huge population, but the country is 45,000 square kilometers.
Oh.
And as you can see from my bow tie, half of the country is also in forests.
Oh.
So that's the forests and the nature are very, very important to Estonia. So why do we digitalize? To be able to spend more time in the nature.
Okay, amazing. So one other thing I know, and I got to learn about it today from your speech, is that Skype, Think called Bolt, and all these other unicorns.
Yes.
They have been sort of like the background of their area of birth is Estonia. So what is the secret? All those unicorns, the tech startups. Really, what is the secret? And what can we sort of like start learning and start doing? As private businesses, startups, and even governments.
Well, I think as your president, President Ruto has said, it's time to digitalize, and it's, the idea of giving the services to the citizens. A lot of what allows our companies to operate is the ease of doing business in our country. Digital signature, not having to go into the queue, the transparent, simple business systems, so that the business people can focus on doing business, the startups can focus on innovation, and they can do their job. And afterwards, of course, the taxes come back to the country.
That is true.
And the other side is education. So something we're taking very seriously here. One of our universities is cooperating here with Strathmore University, and we're also been asked by the Ministry of Education to help renew the curriculum here to see what we're doing differently in Estonia. So we just had the PISA tests of all the students' tests. And we ranked number 1 in Europe and in the top 5 in the world in these student tests. So I think it's really the whole package. It's not one single thing. And I hear this thing a lot about us being small, but technology is always the easy part. It's the change management, changing the mentality. And the thing is, the situation again, we had to innovate. We had to do things differently. And I think that's a place where Kenya is now. Where you have this great opportunity with really good internet access and also with all kinds of companies coming here, that it's a really good opportunity for you.
All right. So thank you. Maybe to wind up the interview, let's talk about the event.
Yes.
Latitude 59. So could you tell us a little bit more about the event and why you picked Kenya and what do we look forward to sort of like as the outcome of this event? And do you plan to have more and more such events?
Yeah, so Kenya is the doorway to Africa in some ways for us. So definitely the region. We see that there, as I mentioned in my speech, we have similar ideas and mentalities. The M-Pesa that you guys use all the time and the digital signature that we use. Similar concepts done in a different way. So I think again the hospitality here is great. We've been received very well in Kenya, so it was logical to do the first step here. And also, we have a trade office here, we have a development cooperation office here, and now myself being named ambassador. So it's all of these steps and I think it's been a success so far, and hopefully we'll be back again next year.
Oh, nice. Two more bonus questions.
Yes.
From your office, as the ambassador.
Yes.
Are there any initiatives, that Kenyan techpreneurs or entrepreneurs could sort of leverage on, whether, it's mentorship or anything?
Yep.
Are there plans like current or planned in future?
Well, one project that we have with our development cooperation is called Digital Explorers. So we will be taking some students who have graduated for internships in Estonia and working in Estonian tech companies to give them that experience. And as I said, I mean, the reason Latitude is here is to bring the two communities closer to each other. So I mean, reach out to Latitude and say what you're looking for, and they'll be able to connect you to the right people to give you some, the founder-to-founder suggestions, and of course next year next year in May. We're going to have the Latitude in Estonia, and there will be over 60 countries represented, and investors and startups. Everybody will be there. So make sure you
This
come.
feels like a chance we need also to attend.
Excellent.
My final question: what do you like most about Kenya? Could be food,
Nyama choma.
Nyama choma.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very
Ambassador.
much.
Thank you.